welcome to another edition of the Audience Radio Show. I'm your host, Camilla. Join me, get yourself a tea and get into some comfy undies or even get a whiskey because it's been so cold lately and settle into this week's show. Coming up, I will be chatting to the gorgeous Lucy Beeler, whose project Little Phoenix you may have heard of. And if you don't know of her, well, stay tuned because you're about to find out all about her and then you can impress everybody with your knowledge and how in the loop you are. And also Ryan from Please Please. We'll be counting down the chart as voted by you on theaudience.co.nz and checking out our discovery tracks as discovered and selected by our curators on the site, theaudience.co.nz. A special welcome to Dunedin's Layla George as she joins our curating team as well. We started off the show with Christchurch-based Tom Lark and his new track, Hipsteranity. That's been discovered by curator Dan Clist. Moving on with the show, it's time to crack into this week's chart. But first, this was last week's number one. Chasing. Can they maintain position? Well, we shall see. Here's your number 10, folks. It's a new entrant, a track called Animal by Grandfather Alps.
All right, let's get started. Number 10. Number 9.
So we end this war, yes. I'm sick of trying to hold on so desperately. If the conclusions foregone, we'll change destiny. Like we rearrange the stars, so much force that we're shifting Mars and across all the universe. Now with the rhyme.
That was the No Problemos there with Dubtron featuring Jenny Tero MC and Tikupu, and that was in at number 9. Up next, it's another new entrant. It's three-piece Vessel with a song called Dear Aliens.
This week, number 8.
Dear Aliens by Vessel, that's in at number 8. I wonder if I wrote a letter to the aliens, it'd be like, Dear aliens, can you please stop probing me in the bum while I'm trying to sleep? So rude and invasive. And I'd like to remind you that I will be catching up with Ryan of Please Please in just a second, so sit tight on your buns. Again with that. But first, this week's number 10 in full, it's Grandfather Alps with Animal.
Woken in the night by some primal provocation, taking over like a satyr in the revel. Strangers in the dark, there's no need for introduction. Recognizable by your invitation.
Joining me now on the line, I have Ryan from Please Please. Hi, how you're in Tauranga freezing, are you?
Yes, I'm in my bed right now, and it's like 2 p.m. in the afternoon, but I couldn't stand it because I don't have a heater.
It feels depressing, to get back into bed to be warm, but I think the Irish would have done that during the potato famine, and I mean, it's not like we're the first people to want to get back into bed because it's too cold. It's just not motivational, that's all.
No, I feel a little bit defeated. I had my headphones on, and I was playing around on some songs and stuff, but it's just not the same when you're in bed.
But, I mean, if you're writing music, then you can feel justified in being in bed. It's like working from home, but from bed.
I guess so. I'm not sure if anyone's too creative, you know.
Oh, I think people are creative in bed.
Well,
Anyway.
you know, not in that area. Anyway.
Enough of that. Now, you guys are named after Please Please Me, which, of course, is a Beatles hit.
Yes.
Would you consider the Beatles like a heavyweight influence in your writing style?
I think maybe for when Anthony writes the vocal melodies and stuff, he pulls from a lot of other genres, and he's a massive Beatles fan. But yeah, personally, when I write the music, not from the Beatles, I would say.
Because I would never pick it.
No, but yeah, I listen to a lot of like electronic music and like bands like Foals and other bands with a bit of groove. But I think Anthony loves like the Rolling Stones and Beatles and all that, so I think that's where he kind of draws a bit of his inspiration from.
That's a good amalgamation for you guys as a duo. Now let's get a little bit of background story. How you guys have known each other since you were just knee-high to grasshoppers, haven't you?
Yeah, we started like sandshoe soccer together when we were quite young.
Cute.
And we just mucked about and were terrible at soccer. And then the music teacher, when we were 12 at our intermediate, put together a rock band, and we ended up being in the rock band together, and we went, hey, I know you. And ever since then, we just played music together throughout high school, and I guess working together just feels quite natural now.
And Anthony went away to the States.
Yeah, he got a scholarship through the university he was studying, and to go live in Georgia for a year. So he went over there, and I
Amazing.
went somewhere not as cool, Hamilton, for a year.
What? Oh, come on. The States versus Hamilton. Hamilton wins.
Yeah, well, it was colder than it is now in Hamilton, I can tell you that.
Wow, okay, so maybe not winning there.
No, we just moved back, both at the start of last year, and just were hanging out. We didn't really know anyone because we just moved back and all our other friends had left, and we had this idea one day, should we just write songs, just two of us, instead of making an actual band?
And so who does what? Who's responsible for which part of songwriting?
I'm the instigator, I guess. I already had some tracks written. I mean, I can kind of sing, but I'm nowhere near as good as Anthony is. And so I guess we were like, all right, you sing, I'll write the music, and we'll see what happens from there. And before we knew it, we'd written a bunch of songs, and we were going, this sounds kind of cool.
Awesome. So have you had much exposure? Have you had people interested, sniffing around?
Oh, we've had a few offers, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But I probably can't say too much.
No.
A few offers, but I think we are still working on what happens next. And so I think watch this space, maybe.
Yeah, oh, that sounds intriguing. And you guys opened for 660 as part of the audience.co.nz competition where they went through and selected an opening act from basically each port in New Zealand for their national tour. How did that go?
Oh, no, it was fun. It was a good time. It was quite odd because it was at Founders Theatre and it was a seated venue, but everyone still partied, I guess. Yeah, but I mean, big ups to them because they probably wouldn't have known any of the songs except for maybe Viva they may have heard. So everyone still had a good time. We had a really good response, which was really good.
Yeah, it's such an excellent way to get out there, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Have you got more plans to tour?
We've got some cool shows coming up, and I think maybe when we've had, like, we'll probably release our EP with the next single, which might be in a few months. I think once that's happened, we'll probably tour. But we've got Mardi Gras end of June, and then we're opening for Passion Pit end of July, so a couple of nice shows to play.
Amazing. That's fantastic. And you guys, also what's exciting is you have a video exclusive to the audience.co.nz, and it was shot by Jordan Arts, who does these wonderful little montages that capture what a band basically in their free time, what they do and what they get up to. It's not a video, but it kind of is. It's more about the essence of it. Oh, I sound so corny. But it's more about the essence of a band, because Jordan kind of like follows you around like a fly on the wall and does these really beautifully shot videos.
It was great. He was a lot of fun to hang out with. He was a lot like us, which was nice. We kind of clicked when we met him.
Yeah.
And he provided some insight, of course, him being a part of the music industry for some time as well, which was nice. And yeah, it was a fun day, and he shot some cool stuff. And I guess the video that he edited and finished, I guess, just reflects us.
Yes.
You know?
It's really, listeners, go and check it out on the audience.co.nz. He does some really lovely stuff. And that would have been a really fun experience for you guys, I can imagine.
Yeah, we did have the nicest day in terms of weather. Like, we filmed it on a Thursday, and the Wednesday and the Friday, either side were just pouring down with rain. But that Thursday, there was no clouds in the sky. It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
But now back to bed where it's freezing and cold.
Oh, yeah.
Paula Yates used to do a TV show from bed. It's not all bad being in bed. Maybe you could set up a camera and, hang on, Kim Kardashian, slow down. Whoa.
Well, I mean, it's just me and Anthony, so maybe, I don't make a habit of getting in the bed. He's not in the bed, you know.
Hey, Ryan, I'll stop you there, mate. Hey, thank you so much for joining us on the line. Stay warm. And right now, let's check out Viva La Piano. Hey, we'll be watching you.
Thank you very much.
In a stalkerish kind of way. Take care.
Lovely.
Bye, Ryan. Thanks so much.
See you later. Thank you. Bye.
There you go. That is Ryan from Please Please. Right now, it's time to check out Viva La Piano.
The sun is up now, you know, and I got too many ideas in mind that all involve you. So if it's alright with you, let's get the two of us together and see what we can do. Oh.
Welcome back to the Audience Radio Show. I'm Camilla, and together we're discovering amazing local new music and talent and counting down the chart as voted by you or your parents on theaudience.co.nz. Still to come, I'll be catching up with Little Phoenix, but right now, let's check out a new discovery track. This one was discovered by our Dunedin-based curator, Layla George. A little fact about Layla, her dad was in the Dead Sea. This is Strange Harvest with Monsters. Joining me now in studio, I have Lucy Beeler, who is Little Phoenix. Hi, welcome, Lucy.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm trying to get over being sick.
A cold.
Yeah.
And you're nursing a hot cup of tea.
Yep, it's very delicious.
But no whiskey in there. That's a shame. We'll have that fixed pronto. Now, Lucy, when I first saw the spelling of your name, I thought Little Phoenix because it's spelled Phnx, but it's actually Little Phoenix. Now, can you explain to us where the name comes from?
The name is actually my middle name, translated from Chinese. I was adopted from China by an American woman, and that was my name in the orphanage, so she changed it to my middle name.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you grew up in California, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, in San Francisco.
And then moved basically to the San Francisco of New Zealand, which is Wellington.
Yep.
Yeah. And so when did you get, so it says you are, just quickly looking at your bio, you're a dancer, singer, and a synthesist. So when did you decide to go into making music?
Well, I've always been into music because I'm like classically trained as a pianist.
Oh, wow.
which
you use for synth now.
Yeah, really silly synth. But and I was in like really bad rock bands when I was in high school and stuff like that. But I always put dancing before that because I thought it was like more like
more of a career?
No, not really, but like more maybe empowering for myself. But
right
now I've realized that it's completely different and the tables have turned. So
but you can still bust out the odd drag run to the kitchen or down the supermarket aisles.
That has happened before, yeah.
Hey, now what started as a joke, like the band The Darkness, actually, they started as a joke. Well, they were always serious, but they covered themselves by saying it was a joke. Like, we don't actually, just in case you don't like us, this is a total joke. But you started out, you made a folk song, and then you changed it up and made it more dancing. Like, actually, it's serious. Explain how the song came about.
I was trying to write a silly song about, or a silly love song comparing like a person to a space heater.
Which is not for the solar system. It's just one of those old metal.
Yeah, old metal piece of junk. But so like bad analogies like you're warm when I turn you on or something like that.
Oh, Lucy, that's so deep.
Yeah, I know.
And did you coin the term witch pop? That's a genre that you're identifying with.
I don't know if I officially coined it, but I decided to call my project that because a lot of people said that it sounded like Witch House, but I think it's not as dark as that.
Or bummer synth. I like that.
Yeah, I like bummer synth too. No, but that was actually Fraser Austin, who runs the label that I'm on, Crystal Magic. He coined my stuff that after I put out the album.
Because we were talking before, and bummer synth, I think a classic example would be Gary Newman.
Yep.
And Down in the Park, I played that the other day when I was DJing, and actually the crowd didn't go wild. What is this? It's so down.
But you can do some mopey dancing to that.
Yeah, you can. It's a good time, bummer synth.
Yeah.
I like it. Now, in 3 words, can you describe for us what you think it takes for a New Zealand musician to succeed? Because it's quite a cutthroat industry, isn't it?
Yeah. Lots of self-ambition and a willingness to be open. I mean, that's more than 3 words, but...
Oh, well, it's tricky.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
So why willingness to be open?
I think if you're too picky to begin with, you're not going to get yourself out there and then figure out what suits you afterward. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense. But
Well, you were saying before that you've actually just got to take whatever gigs you can get, can't you?
Yeah.
And not be too
Yeah.
picky about things like that. Have you done many live performances as yet?
Yeah, I've done a fair few.
Have you got a favourite so far?
Oh, man. I played an impromptu show at Puppies last year, and I had a lot of fun, but I think it was mostly because I wasn't prepared for it. So I just sort of went, like, crazy, but not
Do you get nervous?
all the time.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I just couldn't do it. And you've been working on a covers album. Which songs are you looking to improve upon?
I've made a Chris and Cozy cover their song October Love Song, and I'm looking at some John Mouse songs, and then some old like 1950s songs that I'm gonna try and make bummer synthy.
Wow, that sounds really. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
50s like Gene Pitney or
Yeah. Something's
Brenda
got a hold
Lee?
of my heart.
Oh wow. And what are you working on at the moment? Is it solely just the LP? LP. That's from the 50s, that term.
Yeah, I guess I'm working on that, but then I'm also working with the other band that I'm in, Al We're trying to put out something, so I'm sort of putting like production for Little Phoenix on hold and just taking all the shows that I'm getting because I enjoy performing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, let's check out Keepsakes. That's on theaudience.co.nz. You can have a listen yourself. And thank you so much for joining us and taking the time to explain a little bit about yourself to us. Little
Thanks a lot.
Phoenix, your middle name in Mandarin, but you can't say it
I
in
can't
Mandarin.
say it, no.
Go on, have a try.
I'll just,
I can't believe you can sing in front of everybody, but you can't even give your middle name a shot.
it's just a bastardization of like a history I don't identify with and feel bad about.
Oh,
not
sorry.
identifying with.
Whoops. Okay, cut. Okay, let's check out Keepsakes. Thank you so much, Lucy.
That's no
Little
problem.
Phoenix.
Thank you.
Thanks. Keepsakes by Little Phoenix. Continuing on with the chart now, here's Gabrielle Gilbert with White Lies.
Number 7.
Your thin white lies, they weaken your disguise. For the last time, I don't want you here. Oh, your thin white lies won't get you any prize. For the last time, I don't want you here.
Oh, are you kidding me? No, you can't. Number 6.
I sense the angels are visiting, watching, patiently waiting. They see the darkness is crumbling and so the veil is thinning. Because the power is shifting, lifting the human condition. No longer lost in transmission, we manifest a clear vision.
Too Keen, I love that track. This week's number 6 with Sign of the Times featuring 22 First Initiate and Transmute. All his bio reveals on the Audience website is that his mum says he's a scumbag. That's questionable. I bet she calls him Petal or Precious, actually. Up next at number 5, it's Caleb with Adivinio featuring Astaire.
You voted. You've chosen it. You new music. And here it comes. New music number 5.
Your future tripping. Your future tripping.
Okay, gang, number 4. Yeah, very cool.
How do you know who's the one out of every other mother son? How do you know?
That is Jay Turner with Stony Ground in at number 4 this week. Now, Dean Campbell, one of our curators, has discovered this next track for us. Weird Together, which is a new project from Dick Johnson and Nick D. Here's Chael featuring Your Boateng. It's a hit. Check it out. Hello and welcome back to the Audience Radio Show. As we near the end of the show, of course, the grand finale will be this week's number 1 as voted by you. But first, here's number 3. It's PhD with Mexican food.
Three.
Yeah, PhD.
So spicy. Oh, that's hot.
This was just to let you know that. So hungry.
So spicy.
Taco, 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 burrito, taco chips and a cheese fondue. Quesadilla, chimichanga, hot sauce and a beef stew. With salsa and sour cream, refried or black beans. Tostadas and empanadas, chalupas and jack cheese. Fajitas and paella with some Mexican rice. Enchiladas and tequila and Corona on ice. Or jarritos, mi amigos and a dozen shrimp tacos. Some churros, fresh tortillas, diced cherry tomatoes. A little habanero, green pepper and chopped cilantro. If I order it, make sure that it's hotter than I can handle. So hot I lose my sense of taste and smell. So hot I'm sweating from my eyeballs, tears start to swell. Woke up from dreaming, screaming, what the hell? Because New Zealand doesn't even have a Taco Bell. What the fuck?
Taco, taco, burrito, burrito, taco, taco, burrito, burrito, taco, 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 burrito, burrito, taco, taco, burrito, burrito, taco, 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 burrito, burrito, taco, taco, burrito, burrito, taco, 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 burrito, burrito, taco, taco, burrito, burrito. From a little muchacho, brother, my freaking nachos. I scream a diva diva like I was wearing a poncho, but I get hot though, everything covered in hot sauce. Little pico pico guacamole on top. Whoa. With burritos, taquitos, and them quesadillas. A few Coronas, senoritas, drinking margaritas. And I don't mind whether a corn inside a bean burrito. I don't care, man, I'm getting hungry. Someone bring me a kilo of food. Now that I'm getting fat, could you my love for churros, please don't get me started on that. Like I could be 2 miles away, my nose will smell where they at. Please, somebody bring me a sombrero so I can finish this track. Like, I love tequila and Mexican rice. I'd have a farm for dessert, jump a dollar at night. My favorite spot is Paco's Tacos, but that's over in Cali. So if you love your Mexican food, why don't you sing this back at me like taco, 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 burrito, burrito, taco, taco, burrito, burrito, taco, 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 burrito, burrito, taco, taco, burrito, burrito, taco, 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 burrito, burrito, taco, taco, burrito, burrito, taco, 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 burrito, burrito, taco, taco, burrito, burrito.
Do you need to go number ones or number twos? Number two.
Gonna take you on a journey, gonna take you far away to a place that's sweet like nectar, where it's warm like summer's rain. Feels like my soul is burning, so write it on this page. There's a feeling washing over, freeing me from my own days. Gonna travel through the night, gonna visit distant lands, gonna lucid dream and shape these thoughts ahead with my own hands. And all these lights and colors fold into each other. Before I wake, I wanna take my time and dream another. The night skies, stars rushing past while we're dancing in the moonlight, and then we'll fly low, straight through a halo, reflecting off the sea. You can do anything when you want to dream, and then one day all these dreams become reality, and smoky haze becomes so clear and happens rapidly. Next thing you know, every piece seems to be flourishing. This control our thoughts, and there's life a possibility.
Out, Guidance no longer hold the crown this week. Their track Dream Chasing, featuring Katie McCarthy-Burke, has gone all the way down to number 2 from number 1. So who is this week's number 1? Who? Thanks to our guests Ryan of Please Please and Lucy of Little Phoenix. I'm Camilla. Take care. Stop, collaborate and listen maybe this week. I'll see you next week. Here's your number 1, guys. It's Jay Knight with Keller Helen featuring Razor Bizza, Louis Nux and Diaz Grimm.
Number 1, baby. See you later.
The knockout got him carried home. Al Capone on a rapid flow. Catapult up the top rope and a low. Oh, yes sir, we all in. The style's foreign. We got an assortment of hip-hop, but they thought we were goners. The school of thought, and we going for honest. That Petey Pablo, more macho. Rock like Gwen Stefano. She Cubano. Mano with mano. Hood with a poncho. Ask Roscoe. We bring the Tabasco. In the Nash, stash in the dash. Sitting back, thinking how a bit of cash should be bad. Doing shows, could it all be so simple? Expressing my life through the things that I've been through. Beezer, low cut with a Caesar. It's all leisure, sound out like a beeper.
The world looking ready for anything I'm taught to tell them. So I got ideas for those willing to sell them. Here to save souls, how you willing to sell them? Look deeper than your sight, Keller Helen. The world looking ready for what must I me gonna do? Make humanity the word used for our spaceship crew. Here to save souls, how you willing to sell them? Look deeper than your sight, Keller Helen.
Legit down to the core, you can smell me. If it's real, then you ain't gotta tell me. Hit the donk on a chick with a tail be. Too good once they taste, they inhale me. I cut fists, but they cut me back. And the judge in the court never cut me slack. But I broke out the cells, now I cut these tracks. And the force from a pulse want my company back. Do this for my family, poor downtrodden outcasts, what you rapping for? It's real life what you acting for. Hardships got sales you ain't felt before. Jesus, talk shit, have you sent for? Bees up, J Knight, make it sick, boy. That shows up like your floors and photos. Swole out that my bowls is global.
The world looking ready for anything I'm taught to tell them. So I got ideas for those willing to sell them. Here to save souls, how you willing to sell them? Look deeper than your sight, Keller Helen. The world looking ready for what must I be gonna do? Make humanity the word used for our spaceship crew. Here to save souls, how you willing to sell them? Look deeper than your sight, Keller Helen. Keller Helen. Keller Helen. Look deeper. Deeper than your Keller Helen. Keller Helen. Keller Helen. Look deeper than your sight, Keller Helen.
Back very grown, but we act silly. They listening, but I don't think these cats hear me. We practically igniting them rhymers to write these lines in the type of tracks we did. We no longer trying to find a place. We grow on them like a quiet taste. So playing this song when you high with mates is like throwing kerosene in the fireplace. Woo. Cool it down, it's the sound that'll have her moving round H-Town to the mountain.
Right about now, it's midpoint. Have a refreshment break. Cool out.
Keller Helen.